Ladies and gents, David Jones. The man can write a piece of music, my goodness. This next song happens to be by Ralph Holmgren, multi-award winning and prolific Australian composer, Dr. Ralph Holmgren. Now, for those of you who came to last year's 119th Gala concert, you would have heard me talk about this next story, and I'm going to tell the story again. It was David's 30th anniversary year as the musical director of BMCB last year, and the interesting connection with Ralph Holmgren and the band, and of course David. This next piece is called Jones's Joy, which was composed and attempts to convey what being in a community band is all about, the joy of playing music and the joy of hearing wonderful, great music. Now, for those of you who know the story, just tune out for a second, but around 1991, the band, not for the first time in its history, by the way, around 1917, the band was in a bit of a rough state, and in 1991, the same thing happened. They were down to about 9 or 10 members, and one of the band members went to Ralph Holmgren, happened to know him, and he said, "Do you know of anybody that can run a band? We're in a bit of a bad way. I don't know if it's going to survive." And Dr. Holmgren happened to have a plucky young 21-year-old in his class, and he said, "Mr. Jones, would you like to run your own band?" And he said, "Yeah, okay." And 31 years later, not only are there a few more than 9 or 10 people, the band is bigger and better than it ever has been in its history. So that's a pretty big deal to me. So ladies and gents, another round of applause. And this piece is basically about that. It was commissioned by the BMCB in 2015 to tell kind of that story, basically, about how good it is to be part of a band and to also listen to a community band. So this one is Jones's Joy.